So hey, what's up guys, Riotbox here and welcome back to another MotoGP 19 career mode video. In this one you can see we got absolutely dominated the Japanese Grand Prix. You see Mega Riotbox at Motegi, nobody could keep up with him. He takes the victory in a dramatic race. Wasn't that dramatic, but it was a very good result for us indeed. So we're now 1 point ahead of Marquez in second place. So the battle is on with 3 races left, including this one, to try and get second in the championship behind Dovizioso. So let's head straight into practice at the Australian Grand Prix and see how we get on. So here we go, coming across the line to end this lap, and it should be quick enough to get straight through in our qualifying lap simulation. We get a good 20 R&D points. So as you'll notice, I've actually changed the helmet and I think it looks pretty sweet. Maybe we'll carry it through to next season, but I think it looks pretty sweet. So that should be enough to get us through. Feeling confident to get straight through into Q2 this time out. Not like the last race, but we did manage to do pretty well from Q1. I mean, we are just under a second ahead of DOVI, so it should definitely be enough. Yeah, look at that, third overall. Alex Rins faster, still faster than us, so a little bit of work to do to get pole position, but I'm feeling confident. Again, the front has worn quicker than the rear, so maybe we're going to have to go for a medium front tyre for the race. We didn't do that out at the previous one at Motegi, but the tyres did start to go off come the end of the race, so maybe I'll do that for the race tyres. But for now, soft tyres. Let's see what we can do here in Q2, if we can get another decent lap time in. Come on, let's go. Right, let's see what this lap time is like. Oh, Rins, you're right in the way. Tactical blocking from Alex Rins. If I can upset his lap, then I will, because he's upset our lap. I still think we should be quick enough to try and get on the front row. So I'll end the session here. That should hopefully be enough, and it is enough for pole position, just by a quarter of a tenth ahead of Marquez. So since that anti-wheelie upgrade, it's made a huge difference to the rideability. I've been able to exploit the pace out of the Suzuki bike. Look at that. The front four, ourselves, Marquez, DOVI and Rossi, split by less than a tenth of a second. That is crazy stuff, with Alex Rins just over a tenth behind. So it's a close race, this one, in terms of the qualifying pace. We took a little bit more life out of the tyres. I'm going to go for a medium front, soft rear. I think that should do us nicely. Hopefully that does well in the race. Lots of medium combinations, but soft on the rear. I think we're going to look after the rear, but we'll soon find out anyway. Maybe it was a risk, but yeah, Miller's gone from medium and soft, Vignar's medium and soft. So a few riders, I think we're right up there in terms of the tyre choice. So let's see how we get on. Another pole position, back-to-back pole positions. Is it enough? Let's go then. Control the wheelie off the start if we can. This is good. Fantastic start, the best start we've had from pole position, I think. We did lose a few positions, but we're back under DOVI and we're all over the back of Marquez now. Let's see if we can just settle in. We've got 7 laps, so 1 lap longer than the previous race at Motegi. Look at Marquez getting the rear out of shape. We've looked after the rear nicely round there. And we've got a fantastic run underneath of Mark. Oh, just shove it in front of him. Now, late as we can on the brakes. I expect someone's going to come up our inside. Oh, there he is. Marquez still there. Switch it back if we can and then try hold it around the outside. This is perfect for a thumbnail, this little action shot here. Right then, unpause it, back to the action. Oh, I don't know what's going on with the camera there. It just derped out. It does that sometimes. And Marquez is back through. We're back around his outside though. Good run through there. Right, like I say, we need to look after the tyres. We've got 7 laps around here, 1 extra lap than the previous Grand Prix. Manage the anti-wheelie, manage the tyre temperatures, and we should hopefully be on for another podium finish. We've got the pace. Look after that front if we can. Go easy on the accelerator. Right, we're going to set the fast lap of the race. DOVI has overtaken Marquez, so they've fallen back a little bit. Very heavy on the brakes into turn number 1, pushing that front tyre. We're making this Suzuki work on the end of the season. I told you it would be too little too late with the Suzuki. Absolutely told you. Much easier to ride this bike now we've upgraded the anti-wheelie. It's made a huge difference. The difference is night and day, man. Crazy stuff. But I knew it was a quick bike. We just had to upgrade the rideability before we could get the performance out of the bike. So I'm really pleased with the upgrades we've made. Coming over turn 9 then. Drop it down the hill, a little bit deep. Get away with it. Oh my god. Look at that. Oh no! Get back on the track! That has cost us big time. We've dropped into the clutches of Petrucci. Hold it around the outside. Okay, we're in P3. We need to try and get back ahead of DOVI and Marquez. Like I say, the pressure's just getting to us. It was doing this last time. Just didn't have the confidence on the bike. We still really don't have the confidence. We've got the pace. We haven't got the confidence to ride it consistently quick. And that little mistake has dropped us from first to third. So we need to build on this and hopefully get back at Marquez and DOVI. I want to get the win. Need to push it though. I think DOVI had a lot of pace in the bag. I think we've got some pace as well. So us 3. Rossi seems to have dropped off. He was up here with us in the qualifying pace. Seems to have dropped off in the race. It must be that Yamaha. Not the best race bike. Here we go. Underneath from Marquez, we go clean past him. Just got a much better run out of there. This soft tyre at the front is really helping us through the corners. And the medium on the rear is really helping with stability on the acceleration. Here we go. Under DOVI, we're going for it. I don't care if that was aggressive. We're through on Dovizioso. And we definitely got better pace than the Ducati man, although he's just slotted in front of us and they've got nowhere to go. I'm having to lift off so we don't ram into the back of him. He's got good straight line speed, but then the Suzuki's pretty quick this year as well. And look at the run at the final corner we get. Fastest lap of the race maybe, 27.1, yes it is, look at that. Late on the brakes into turn number 1. Where is DOVI? He's still behind us, I can hear him, we're a little bit wide there. Come on. Keep him at bay if we can. 0.4, he is behind. Lay on the brakes. Oh, DOVI's later. Look at him up the inside. Just caught me napping. I'll catch him napping. Not really napping if we're just shoving it up the inside. Doesn't work out though. Had to back out of that one, else we'd have ended up in tears. Ugh. Come on. Little mistake there, and I can hear Marquez all over the back of us. A little bit deep there at turn 10. Oh no, I've just massively overheated that rear tyre. We had it all under control, and now we've spun up the rear. I need to cool that tyre down if we can. Right, come on. Recompose ourselves, we've got 3 laps to go. We need to close in on DOVI now, heading into turn number 1, chuck it in there nice and quick. Watch out for Marquez behind though. A little bit deep at the southern loop. Good run out of there, 9/10 of a second behind DOVI. Starting to cool down the tyres, which is good. Tricky thing to do in the Australian heat. But I think we can do it. Again, deep into 6, but it's helping us with cooling the rear tyre by taking those deeper lines. Good run through there with the Suzuki. We've closed in on DOVI. Just compose ourselves for the last few corners of the lap. I'm not going to go for it this time. Gonna sit in behind, look after the rear a little bit. Rossi's only in P7. I've gone wide into turn number 1. Not gonna help us out really. Deep into 2 as well. Kick of oversteer. Oh no. This could give DOVI a chance. He's a second ahead. He seems to have upped his pace again. A little bit on the grass there. So through the first sector, that Ducati's quick. We then start to close him in through sector 2 and 3, and then the last sector again he pulls out. That's where the Ducati's stronger. This is where the Suzuki's strong. It's a little bit more agile through these long twisting corners. If we hit the apex though, that is. Tyres are getting a bit hot as well, which is costing us a little bit of time. Can't do anything down the hill. Overheating tyre, look at it, gone bright red, 150 degrees. Right, last lap time then. 0.6 of a second, DOVI's ahead. Keep it tight through turn 1. 6.66 ahead is Dovizioso. The devil's number, let's go. Ooh, we closing a little bit on the brakes there. It's quite a short lap. I need to try and act fast. That Duke is just working better. Look at the rear starting to go. I didn't realise the tyre wear on the rear was that bad. Didn't realise it was that bad. Coming over the hill and it's twitching. Oh, I should have gone for medium. And that's what DOVI did. And it's worked out better for him. I got Marquez behind, so I can't afford to fall off because we are fighting him for second in the championship, so it's all gonna count. Ooh, just bring it home, don't let Mark get us. Round the final corner, power out of there nice and safely. Look at that, good job. And in the end, it is going to be second place. I would take that considering we should have gone for medium tyres. You can see Marquez caught us up towards the end there. Rossi in 6th, Jack Miller 4th, Petrucci 5th. So a pretty interesting set of results then. 5 points ahead of Marquez now, with only 2 rounds to go in the championship. Suzuki 3rd as well in the team, and 4th in the constructors. So a pretty interesting end to the Grand Prix then. Would have hoped to keep the win and keep the lead, but I think our tyres would have gone off anyway and DOVI would have caught up to us, so we really had to push hard. So, gonna learn from that. Probably stick a set of medium on the rear as well next time out. But anyway, that's been it for today's episode. If you have enjoyed, remember to smash the like button, share it with your friends, and do not forget to check out the previous episodes if you have missed any, and the F1 Career Mode series. So as you can see, Ducati taking the constructors or team rankings, I believe it is, and DOVI taking the winners trophy. So for now, I will see you in the next one.